My name is Ian McMahon. I'm from Hornell, New York. The residency, I've been here from June through August. I work with plaster a lot of the time at the moment. I do large-scale architectural-based installations, and I've kind of used my time here to continue working with that process, but push it a little bit farther and use all the different architectural nuances that have been available here to kind of push some different projects and play around with some new ideas and explore that medium and material a little bit farther. My work kind of deals in a similar way of kind of architectural time. Like I'm really trying to kind of maybe speed up like how we think of decay and how we think of permanence. And so my work's always kind of playing off of architecture and reusing and kind of shifting how you think of these architectural materials. And so for me, that's like a constant fuel for how I build. Kind of started out in my studio trying to work on some pieces that using inflatable molds and spraying and casting plaster that kind of embedded themselves in the architecture. And so I was kind of pushing scale and really trying to get them to overtake parts of the space. I really got enamored with the 5th floor of the building, which has just so many great special kind of features and history of the building, and starting to work with specifically pulling off of that architecture and building with the skylight, building some pieces that actually mimicked and played with the skylights of that 5th floor space. I think my time here at Bemis, I've really been thinking a lot more about that idea of performance and how this action of building and creating and moving material around really ends up in the final piece, not only visually by kind of trying to leave more information and kind of leave marks and evidence of this process, but also in kind of how the piece manifests itself within a kind of architectural language. To be 24/7 around the work to be in the studio with it. It's a different way of working than kind of having the separation of walking away from the work and giving yourself some space. But I think the other thing that's been really great is having a new audience. I mean, just all these people here, a constant conversation. I think that's the thing I'm most starved about in my own studio is I'm sitting there by myself. And what's been great about this is that you have the ability to kind of pull people in and continue a conversation about the work, about what you're doing, about what they're doing. And ever since you get out of school, that's the hardest thing. It's always trying to continue that conversation. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing this performance, and that's going to be a new thing. I guess I'm publicly destroying a sculpture, or it will destroy itself, the way I'm thinking about it. I'm really curious to see what kind of feedback that gives, and so I think that's going to be something that I haven't had an opportunity to do, and it kind of presented itself perfectly in this situation. I thought this would be a great opportunity, since we said open studios and everyone through, that I could kind of use this as a platform to give this a try publicly.